Sun in Virgo, Moon in Cancer. We call this the emotional demon, aka you're going to be dealing with some heavy emotions right now, which these emotions can play out internally, which can be an explosion, aka this can be a situation where if you're not taking full control over how you feel, you're going to experience being transformed in the way you feel. And of course, you could be feeling about the wrong things, desiring the wrong things, and of course, this can put you into a emotional outburst. When the water busts or the water pipes bust, this is going to be a situation where you're dealing with that. The emotion is going to be leaking all over the place, aka you're going to be emotionally bleeding inside of yourself. And of course, if you're emotionally bleeding inside yourself, that means you can't stop the blood. You got to go within yourself to stop the motherfucking blood, because you ain't going to be able to stop the blood externally. So you got to pick and choose which shift you on. And of course, there's many shifts out here, many waves out here. And of course, if you're not in the waves of the 360 in your pursuits, then you're going to basically be doing the indifferentations when it comes to this perspective. Now with this moon in Cancer, we're going to be reactive responding to safety and security and home-like manners when it comes to caring, nurturing, and of course, catering to aspects. We already got the sun sextile in the moon, so of course we're going to be doing this through our actions, caring, nurturing, looking at the details, and of course being organized and practical and rationalizing these areas. This can basically go to the extremes, or this can make us pretty much put us into better positions. But you're going to be experiencing some demons or a devil. But you need to take transformation, power, and control of these things. We're going to be paying attention to these areas wherever we have Cancer, and we're going to run these basically down real fast. We have Sun Sextile Moon. This is the opportunity to act and react to your emotional caring manners. And of course, you can care in ways of controlling your emotions or controlling your dreams. It play out in many aspects. But this aspect right here, you need to take actions on acting towards your passions and what you're striving to basically do or be. Also, you're going to be doing this very passionately too. So this is going to put you into a situation where you're going to have grand support from Mars, because Mars is in Virgo and the Sun is in Virgo. So it's going to be like a conjunction right here. So you're going to be pretty much acting on passion when it comes to whatever reacting towards or reacting responding towards. Try not to play procrastination mode, because you can have a million and one things going on. This can put you into a situation where you can be blocked. Try not to do that. Also, we're going to have the Sun Conjunct Mars right now, which I just said it. So that means we're going to be basically acting impulsively on our passions, on what we strive to do. And of course, this is like not beating around the bush, aka you might put yourself into a situation where almost 10 people are in the lobby waiting for the elevator and shit. And you be like, I see y'all waiting. But you're going to be an individual. You might fucking walk up the stairs type shit. That's how I can play out into the situation. Your actions is passionate towards not beating around the bush or waiting. Feel me? You're going towards another routine, another plan B. And it's going to basically make you passionate towards getting to step A to step B. Also, you're going to have Sun trine Uranus. This is going to be the gift to have your own and build your own ways of being unique and original when it comes to your actions, your safety, and your security. Also, you may be basically building or seeing how you can come up with a new way of having your own shit during this time, your own comfortability. This can also be a situation where you can be building on a routine, doing things differently, not beating around the bush and basically going with the trend. Yeah, it's a good time to basically use a gift to be yourself and change things your own way. Feel me? Try not to go with the narrative at times. Feel me? You supposed to be the director. You supposed to be controlling shit. You're not supposed to be getting controlled. If you're being controlled, then of course you're not being yourself right now. Feel me? And you're not yourself. Whenever you're not yourself, you can never basically control yourself. So that's how I play out on multitudes. Also, we're gonna have the moon squaring Mercury right now. Just learn how to think outside the box. Because with this square, the square can put you in the box. Feel me? So the way you feel is gonna be into a box. The way you think is gonna be into a box. It's gonna be some conflict when it comes to how we feel and how we think. And we need to learn how to think outside the box sometimes, not put ourselves into a box or pretty much display conflict issues. Try to think out of that box, I mean, and this is pretty much having mental balance right now. Know when to react, knowing how to learn how to react and respond to balanced thinking. Feel me? Learn how to balance the way you think right now, because you can basically be overthinking. Also, Mercury is in Libra, so it's a good time to basically have some balance in the way you think and communicate. Or if you do this, you can go overwhelm yourself and have past traumas when it comes to the way you think, communicate, analyze. Try not to do that. Also, we're going to have Moon squaring Chiron right now. So we're going to be learning from our past emotional trauma. Things we felt, ways we felt, and of course, past issues. This might put you into a situation, how you feel about somebody, how you express how you feel about this person. Of course, this can basically come popping up right now. Feel me? The way you was reacting, responding to this individual may not have been into a most desirable way. So it can basically come haunt you right now. Also, be aware of that. Also, we got Moon sextile Uranus. This is basically having the opportunity to feel unique and original and different. So you're going to be basically having opportunities to feel how you want to feel, and not having individuals put you into a field of reality of fucking going to a field of being trapped into a field. Feel me? You got your own field, and if shit get real in the field, but if you ain't got your own field to build upon, but if you stuck into somebody else's field day, then you're going to basically be playing the wrong game. You're going to be on the wrong field, and you're going to get your ass taken down. Because who the fuck told you to be feeling like individuals that's out here? Yeah, the moon is in Cancer. Maybe pretty much feeling sensitive towards other people's feelings and emotions. But if these things got you feeling in ways where it don't cater towards your goals or your purposes, because all balance, then it's going to put you into a situation where you shouldn't even be in that situation or that space. You need to exit yourself out of there. Look for the closest, quickest, nearest exit and get the fuck out of the way you feel right now. Because that way you're feeling is not the way you're feeling, feel me? You want to be feeling like a prince. You want to be feeling like a king, a queen. You don't want to be feeling like no weak-ass, vulnerable-ass spirit, because you're going to get slapped the fuck up out here. And, of course, what you're doing down here is what you're doing within. So think about and feel about all the areas that you're traveling towards to. And you're traveling into certain hemispheres that shouldn't even basically have you in these vortexes, which means get your ass up out of there, spiral your way out of situations. You see this individual, set up a point and a plan where you can pretty much psych their mind up and make it seem like you have something to do. This way you won't be feeling certain ways, and you won't have to be rude about it. I mean, you can be basically thinking in a more pre-tense, balanced manner where you can say, yo, I gotta go somewhere, I gotta be somewhere. So I'm not even gonna waste my time interacting with you at this moment, because you're in a negative ass space and you in hell, and I'm not coming to your hell. So yeah, it's gonna play out in that position. Also, we're gonna have Mercury trine Saturn, a gift to idealize your own world, aka this means a gift to bring balance in your own way, aka a gift to have your own mind, which means if you have your own mind, you can basically put yourself into a situation of thinking about your status, the gift to think about your status quo. And of course, if you have your own way of thinking about your gift, you could be granted that into existence. So this is a good time to take on that gift, that trine. Also, if you have Mercury opposing Chiron, you may be basically thinking about past trauma, issues in that manner, thinking that you pretty much should have even told this person what you've been through. And of course, people may be feeling like this, and you may put yourself into a situation where you may help somebody and shit, but they still showing their ass for you to kiss. Or you may put yourself into a situation of thinking, oh, I'm glad I ain't get that bitch pregnant. Pretty much something like that. Feel me? That's how it may play out in past trauma, past trauma ideas play out to that manner. Also, we got Mars trine Uranus, the gift to be stubborn in our own passion right now. So yeah, you can be stubborn in your own passion. I mean, because that's your passion. And whatever you're passionate about, and you feel good about these things and love doing these things gonna accumulate way faster. And if you just stubborn in your own ways and thinking that these shit's gonna play out into your perspective, you got another thing coming. So you gotta love what you do, not do it just because it's a trend. Feel me? You gotta just love this shit. Feel me? Embrace it, and you'll be alright. Also, if you got Mars trine Pluto right now, this is the gift to take power and control over what you're passionate about right now. Feel me? It's a gift to transform your routine, come up with a new pattern. Feel me? And you can maybe go into the extremes in these areas, but it's good to get deep into what you're trying to basically do on a day-to-day basis and get comfortable with doing every day. Also, we got Mars opposing Neptune. So this is impatient illusions. Feel me? Everybody can be very impatient with how illusions are being predicated, how actions are being received and guided. People may be looking at the details and figuring how to try not to think or feel too hard about these areas. I mean, just focus on your passions and you'll be alright. Also, we got Saturn and Sextile Chiron. So this is opportunities to change, opportunities to opportunities to be yourself in your own world, which means opportunities to build on past trauma, past issues, past circumstances, past experiences that you've seen the world took fall into. Motherfuckers gonna fall every day. Now, you gonna fall with them or build your own structure around them, or with them. AKA, you can take them into a precedence where you can show them how you should be doing things and not getting lost into expectations. So yeah, go deep. And last but not least, we got Neptune, Sextile, Pluto's opportunities to control an illusion. If you ain't controlling the narrative, if you being misdeceived or being deceived into doing something, and you're not controlling your world and your illusion, then of course you're giving your power away to something. When you give your power away, it's hard to get it back. Just like the nigga off of what's that movie called? Boys in the Hood. The nigga gave him his football and it was hard to get him back. Nigga had to get punched in the stomach just to get his football back. So be aware of that shit. Now we about to get into these energies real fast on how Cancer in your house can play out into situations where you can either be paying attention to a demon or transforming a demon, which means you transforming to get that demon to work for you. Now, if you have Cancer in the first house, you're going to be paying attention to personal demons or personal encounters with a demon, or you could be transforming these things. Try not to put yourself into a situation of getting too lost into or too deeply rooted into these areas, because you could be developing personal demons right now or personal enemies. Try to put yourself into a situation of creating take power and control over your personality right now. Also, if you have this in the second house, you can be valuing and caring about demons or paying attention to the things that you're valuing right now. Feel me? Try not to be valuing no demon. Value your own resources. Take power and control over your own resources. Feel me? But you're going to be finding the devil in your resources. If you have Cancer in the third house, this is caring about demons in your surroundings. Feel me? You may have to get the fuck up out your surroundings because everybody might not even be into your best interest. So take power and control over your surroundings. Also, if you have Cancer in the fourth house, this is paying attention to private demons or demons in your home. You need to take power and control over your fourth house, and of course, get more serious and strict in that area. If you have this in the fifth house, you need to you're gonna be paying attention to creative demons, or you could be the creative of your demon right now. You be creating demons with your creativity. You need to take power and control over your fifth house, and of course, put yourself into a situation of expressing yourself in the caring matter to the public. If you got this in your sixth house, you'll be paying attention to a demon, and when it comes to your routine, feel me? You could be a demon to your routine, or you could change your routine up. But you're gonna be stressing the emphasis about these things. Try to take power and control. Get more into your illusions, your dreams, and your imagination, and your fantasy, and you take power and control of that shit. You'll be alright. If you got if you have Cancer in the seventh house, you're gonna be basically experiencing demons when it comes to your relationships. So you may be going through some power and control issues when it comes to your relationships, transformation issues. Try to take power and control over yourself. Put yourself first, and of course, you'll be alright. If you got this shit in your eighth house, you can be basically paying attention to demon desires, devilistic desires. So in certain secrets might be exposed, sex demons might be exposed, all kind of shit. So try to keep your secrets and value your own secrets, and you'll be alright. If you got this in the ninth house, you'll be pretty much going through experiences. Demons in your experiences. You may feel the need to separate or get on your spiritual shit and getting away from these individuals. So you're gonna go through some power control issues in that area. Try to pretty much take power control of your surroundings, and you'll be alright. If you have this in the 10th house, you'll be pretty much dealing with status quo demons, which means this can be a situation where if you put your gifts and your talents and care more about home, family, and not too much about your status, you'll be out. You may be granted a gift when it comes to your status, but you need to take power control over home. You got this in the 11th house, you're going to pretty much be dealing with demons in your group, and you maybe go through a transformational state when it comes to interactions. Try to be more selfish in these areas. And last but not least, you got Cancer in the 12th house. You're going to be paying attention to demons within your dreams. Try to take power and control over things that you're doing on a day-to-day routine, because whatever you're doing on a day-to-day routine, whatever you're paying attention to, it's going to affect how it plays out in your dreams. So be careful and unaware of these energies, and pretty much that's going to be the energies. So either you could be killing a demon or being a demon. So you got to pick and choose. But these are going to be some heavy-ass emotional weight that you're going to be basically getting on your hands. Be careful. I love y'all.